He hid her robe in the roof and told nobody. He forgot that children sing. A young fisherman lived where the white sand met a grove of old pines, and he worked the water alone. One clear morning something was hanging on a low pine branch down by the inlet. It was a robe of white feathers, so light that the sea wind moved it like smoke. It was not cloth, and it was not his, and he folded it under his arm anyway. Then a woman came up out of the shallow water and called after him along the sand. She was a Tennin, a maiden of the sky, come down to bathe, and the robe was hers. Without it she could not rise and she could not go home. She asked him for it twice. He said he had seen nothing. She had nowhere else to go, so she followed him up the beach. That night he pushed the robe deep into the thatch of his roof, under the third beam, and told no one. She stayed. She became his wife, and the years went by quietly in the little house. She learned to mend nets and to salt fish, and she almost never looked up at the sky. A daughter was born to them, and after that the house was loud and warm. The child grew, and she sang all day long, about the boats, about the gulls, about anything at all. But when the wild geese went over in autumn, her mother would stop working and stand very still. Then one evening the child sang a song in the doorway that nobody had ever taught her. Mother's feather robe is in the roof, she sang, under the third beam, wrapped up in straw. The room went very quiet, and the net slid off her mother's knees onto the floor. She climbed up into the dark thatch, and her hands came down full of feathers, still bright. She put the robe on, and the light of it came off her shoulders and filled the little house. Her husband stood in the doorway with his creel, and neither of them pretended any more. "I did love you," she said, "but I was born up there, and I have heard it calling me for 7 years." She held her daughter for a long moment, and then a road of cloud opened under her feet. From high up she called down, "On the 7th night of the 7th month, look up, and I will be there." So every year on that night the two of them stand in the pines and watch the river of stars, and one light always comes down the middle of it. Like, comment, subscribe, and watch the next tale.